freed Justine. Freed Justine of the Thunder Legion, the most powerful member, besides Loxus, right? Because he created the Thunder Legion. We know that he's a part of the Thunder Legion. He keeps his hair a certain way and shit like that. He's like, I have to, now he calls to, being the, leader of the Thunder Legion. And, I've been selected to be an S-Class wizard. Loxus would have wanted me to become an S-Class wizard like him, so I have to win this shit. He ends up going down a tunnel, him and Big Soul were one of the first ones on the island. But then, Kana, Alberona, and Lucy ended up finding them. They end up fighting against Lucy and Kana, and guess what? They end up losing. Because Free Justine couldn't help himself. These females, had him all, fucked up. It was an illusion played by Kana Alberona. But it worked. He then, was at the camp, right? Everybody was getting treated, but he was like one of the ones that was there, right? And then those two animals came back that fought against Gagio. They were hunting him down. They're like, we have to get the hunt. We have to kill this animal so that Lord Hades can give us positions. Cain was there too. He ended up defeating, Rusty Rose with the help of, Elfman and everybody else. They took him down. Then he was happy to see Loxus came back. But that was short-lived because Acnologia showed up. And Acnologia showed up, they were like, oh, fuck, we're all screwed. But then, Mavis was like, no, use the fairy sphere, put your hands together and, do the thing. And then, a fairy sphere was created around the island and they were saved. Free Justine's power score, right? 83 for his strength, 86 for his speed, 84 for his durability, 83 for his endurance, 86 for his intelligence, 85 for his experience, 84 for his close skills, 87 for his range skills, 81 for his recoup, 82 for his hacks, and an 84.1 for his overall power score. 84.1. Be cool, cooling on the corner. Those enchantments are hard to break through. Only some people knew how to do it. Levy and Evergreen were the only ones who knew how to bypass it. Other people had to wait till the enchantment wore off. But be cool, cool on the corner.